George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World here at NAMM Show 2016 in Anaheim. And I'm here with Triad-Orbit, who makes really the last microphone stand you'll probably ever have to buy. These things are super quality. Here to tell me about them is Marty. Here you go, Marty. Take it away.
Thanks, George. Okay, Triad-Orbit is a concept of a stand system. It's modular. It consists of triad stands, which are articulating weighted tripods. What we mean by that, the normal tripod stand weighs normally, a pound and a half, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Our stands weigh as much as the conventional cast iron stands. This stand is almost 15 pounds. We do that with weighted legs, cast bases. We have a couple patents that are applied to the Triad stand. One is articulating legs. We have 4 positions in each leg up to 65 degrees that allows you to do some very interesting things. Like, for example, you can level out the stand on a set of steps. A lot of praise and worship things work like that. If you do electronic news production, terrain that's outside sometimes is unlevel. You can use this now as a boomless front line on the front of a stage. You don't need a boom stand. You get the slant, and it's amazingly stable. It's well engineered, so the machining allows it to very little effort to make the adjustments. And finally, we don't use threads in any of our equipment. We have a native quick release system called I/O. And the way it works is all of our components have a hex head, and you just push it in, and when you want to release, you simply pull down, it comes out. It's very robust. It handles a lot of weight. So it's a strong system. So that's Triad. Triad's available in 4 stands. From the Triad Mini down here, that's a great kick drum stand or a desktop stand, all the way to the T3. And you see the T3 here can go all the way up to 13.5 feet with the accessory TES bar. It's about a 3 feet extender. The next accessory I'm going to show you is Orbit. Again, it attaches with the I/O hex. Orbit is an orbital ball swivel. It's available in a single ball swivel or the world's first commercially available dual arm boom. The way it works, you have 360 by 360 by 220 of range of motion. So you can basically put any creative device from a microphone to a camera, you name it. We even have medical customers and industrial customers that are using this. This is a variable tension device here that gives you, if you want a little bit of play in the ball, to be able to move that with friction. If you want to lock it down and put large diaphragm microphones like this Loughton here with the, this is a very high-end microphone. It weighs almost 4 pounds. And this is rock solid. So Orbit's available in 4 models. The Orbit Mini, the Orbit 1, this is the Orbit Mini, Orbit 1, then the Orbit 2, and then we have a new dual arm boom called the Orbit 2X. Now what differentiates this is that it has removable arms. So you get 2 long arms, you get 2 short arms, and as you can see in this configuration, we've got 1 long arm, and we have no arm here. And we have the iPad holder that connects right here, and this would be a general studio setup for doing vocals in the studio. You can see sheet music or lyric sheets on the iPad, and you've got your large diaphragm mic. We have a lot of new accessories, but one of the most exciting ones is called I/O Vector. I/O Vector is our take on the stereo bar. Stereo bars, they're just basically flat rectangular pieces of metal. Well, this is kind of like a 3D high definition stereo bar. We've got I/O connectors on both ends here. And we also have, yeah, please. And we also have a new product that is a sister product to this called I/O R38. It's a 3/8 inch connector here, a 3/8 inch bore here. It comes like this. So if I want to put extender arms on this and make a deca tree, there it is. I have individual arms, different lengths, and you can basically measure this out like any deca tree and mount it. very high, do classical, ambient recordings, etc. But the really cool thing about this is it works great in photo applications as well as audio applications, because you can mount 2 of the 3/8 connectors on this, and then you've got 4 IOs mounted to a stand. Basically one here, one here, one here, one here. And a lot of guys are doing HD miking techniques right now, and this is the perfect unit for it. It's great to gang a lot of accessories into one piece.
It'd be great in a booth where you want to have 2 mics on a stand at all times, and now they have them in the same place.
And that's where our clamp really works out great. If you see up here, we have the IOW wall plate, which allows us to mount any of our accessories from a wall plate. So imagine right here that you have a vocal booth and you've got your large diaphragm microphone suspended from the wall instead of having a stand in there taking up room in that booth. And that's just one of the advantages. One of our new products here is called the IO Desk. In the photo and film industry, this type of platter is called a cheese platter because it's perforated with 180 holes that are 3/8 inch threaded. And so we're bringing this to our industry right now. It can be used as a standard music stand. You can see over here we've got computers mounted below video systems on it. Very, very versatile. You can put power supplies, hard drives, media players, computers, what have you. Very stable, and you can mount them in any position. And these are done with our clamps. This is called IOC. These are all mounted again without stands.
This could also be a really nice copy stand.
Absolutely, yeah. Up here you see our GoPro adapter, which is our GP80A, and that's mounted to the IOC, which is our clamp system. Again, we've got a ton of accessories that don't utilize standard traditional stands anymore, because there's so many situations and so many environments that a traditional stand just takes up too much square footage.
So I'm big on eliminating traditional stands when possible, because we're in tiny spaces a lot. We're in little tiny closet booths, and anytime we could take a copy stand and an iPod mount and a microphone and put it all on one armature like this, that's really compelling. That's something we could really make a really cool rig with.
We had one of our customers in this morning who is a well-known regional voiceover artist, and when he travels, sometimes he'll try to do voiceovers in hotels, and if the noise level's too high, he goes and gets in the back of his car, and he's able to clamp our fixtures in his car so he can set up and do his voiceovers in the back seat. And he's sent us pictures of that, and you just go, you know, these are our best well of invention, because with a modular product like this, more and more new applications every day, because people have the tools to adapt to their own environment.
Well, those are our people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks a lot, Marty. Very much appreciate you showing us everything.